Rob Ford is the mayor of Toronto. You might have heard about his troubles. Apparently, they say that there's a videotape of him smoking crack. He, of course, denies it. Now, a couple of people have seen this tape. The editor of Gawker has seen it, and a couple of reporters from the Toronto Star have seen it. We don't have the tape. The person that had the tape was trying to sell it. In fact, Gawker raised $200,000 online to buy the tape, but now they can't find the guy who had it in the first place. Well, part of the reason might be that the guy who had it in the first place is dead now. Now, he had taken a picture with Mayor Ford, and a 21-year-old who has been murdered. Now, that happened back in March. Now, the two guys have been arrested in that case. Did they actually do it? Who'd they do it for? Nobody knows. This story is insane. When Rob Ford was asked about it, he, of course, denied it and said, "I do not use crack cocaine, nor am I an addict of crack cocaine. As for a video, I cannot comment on a video that I have never seen or does not exist." Now, that's interesting grammar there, by the way. I can't comment on a video that doesn't exist. I'm not saying this one doesn't exist. I just can't comment on a video that doesn't exist. Okay, or that I've never seen. It's like, it might exist, but I never saw it. Okay, so, and he says he didn't do crack cocaine. Did he do some other drugs? Well, he was asked at a press conference today. We're going to get to that in a second. Now, the other interesting news that comes out today, though, is it turns out that in an internal staff meeting, when asked about the videotape, Rob Ford said, "I know where it was." And then he apparently gave the exact address of where it was. So for a tape that does not exist, it's weird that you know where it is. So, and if the mayor knows where it is, what happens next? And in fact, someone in the meeting went to his then chief of staff, Mark Toey, and asked that question. They said, "Hey, Mark, are we going to go get the tape now that we know where it is?" And his response was, "We're not getting that fucking thing." Okay, in other words, don't be crazy. Well, Mark Toey, shortly thereafter, was fired. Now, the reason they gave for that was apparently he told the mayor that he might want to check into his health. Look, I think that dude should check into his health for several different reasons. Okay, but upon hearing that, the official story is Mayor Ford immediately fired him. Now, he's not the only guy he fired. He also fired his communications director and his assistant communications director. Well, to be fair, they're saying they resigned. The chief of staff was definitely fired. The other two might have resigned. So that's 3 staffers gone, 3 top staffers. And then today, his story doesn't end. Another policy advisor, Brian Johnson, gone, resigned. Even his personal assistant, Kia Najatian, gone. Now that is 5 different top staffers that have all left. And if your personal assistant's gone, who's going to get you the crack? Fair question. A lot of fair questions at this press conference today. Let's start with this one.
I'm not stepping aside. I'm running in the next election. I guarantee my name will be on the ballot. I'll be registering the first day I can possibly register, probably January 2nd next year. I can't wait to get on the campaign trail. I want to thank the people of this city for the outpouring of support that I'm getting.
He said, "Look, man, I'm not going anywhere." This guy's got some balls on him, man. I mean, you got 5 of your staffers are gone. Obviously, you're in total disarray. No one believes your story. The guy, like I said, who had the tape in the first place, Anthony Smith, is dead. You got 2 other guys that are arrested for it. And he's not backing down at all. He called, earlier in the week, he called press a bunch of maggots, which he then kind of apologized for, right? So now here's where it gets fun. The press attacks. Let's watch.
Have you done any illegal drugs since you've been mayor?
Anything else?
Have you tried to obtain the video, sir?
Anything else?
Do you know where the video is?
He believes there's a tape. Are you upset that the deputy mayor says he believes there's a tape? Does that upset you?
Anything else?
Did you mention an address to David Price?
Anything else?
How did you know Anthony Smith, sir?
Anything else?
Anything else? Anything else? No, dude, we're kind of interested whether you smoke crack. You're surprised that's what all the questions are about? Oh, actually, I wanted to ask you about some municipal bonds. No, do you know where the tape is? Apparently you do. Why didn't you talk about it? I mean, for Christ's sake, I mean, you can't go on like this. I mean, you've got to be a lot more unequivocal and say, look, here's what we're going to do about it. Here's how I'm going to show you that I don't smoke crack. Here's how I'm going to show you that tape stuff is nonsense. You can't just come out there and be like, business as usual. Everything's rock and roll. I don't know what you guys are talking about, man. And then this guy's a crack up, man. You see, like, the tie's a little askew. He doesn't button it. I mean, look, as an overweight American, I feel his pain, okay, to my overweight Canadian brother, right? By the way, somebody wrote an article saying that he can't be on crack. He's way too fat. Like, if you're on crack, all you can think about is crack. Nobody on crack is sitting there eating a cheeseburger. So they're like, he would be the fattest crack addict in history. Interesting. And I have no idea what he smoked, even if the tape is right and he was smoking a pipe. You don't know if it's crack, right? But there's something dirty going on. Those 5 staffers didn't leave for no reason. That kid didn't get murdered for no reason. There's something going on. And for him to deny it is insanity. And then here's the fun end of the press conference.
Do you know where the video is? Do you know where the video is, sir?
You know what the video is here for?
Hey guys.
Are you taking these allegations?
Okay guys, watch it there. Watch it there. Let me get a door.
How did you know Anthony Smith allegations?
Where's the video?
Do you know where the video is? Do you know where the video is? Do you know where the video? All right, that's some press, man. That's fun. You almost never see that here in America. You know, you see it in the movies where the reporters are shouting questions at the politician. Here in America, they're like, yes, sir, what would you like me to take down as a note for what I will print in my paper, right? In Canada, they're ripping into this guy. Where's the tape? Where's the tape? Where's the tape? Okay. Where'd you put the crack pipe? Are you going to smoke crack right now? All right, man. Release the hounds. Go get them.